All right, all right. I know you've all heard me go after Virginia. I don't have a beef with the people of Virginia, just the bureaucracy, all right? That Commonwealth state will chew you up, spit you out, and then send you a bill for the privilege. Stay tuned. This is my Steel Horse's top reasons to not move to the Commonwealth of Virginia.
I never been, no, I still haven't reached crescendo. At my top, you'll see my resonance. A pitch that'll shatter the true peasants. And I'm friendly, but inside there's nothing pleasant. When I realize that they're threatened by a presence that cares about humanity's ever-present crescents, I'm the steel horse, galloping through echoes of distortion, carving truth.
All right, you've heard me bring it up before, and I'm going to bring it up again. My top reason, or one of the biggest nuances that I have living there, your local municipalities, Newport News, Hampton, Richmond, they're all the same way. They will tax you for your car every single year. I think it's even biannually. I think it's like twice a year. They will tax you for that car. It doesn't matter if it's broken, if you're driving it, if it just sits there, if you just bought it and you're paying a car note on it and it's financed and you're technically not the owner. They still want their cut on that vehicle. All right, so think about it. You're paying, you're doing a sales tax when you buy the car. Then you have to pay for your plate. Then you have to pay for like the registration, and you have that stupid little sticker that you have to put on. Then you have to pay for your car insurance. Then you have to pay for your annual inspections on the vehicle. Then you have to pay for, of course, your fuel, which also has a fuel tax on it. You're going to get taxed maybe 8 different ways just for owning a vehicle living in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And I also didn't mention that plate gets renewed yearly. So all of those things, as a brand new car, doesn't matter. You still got to bring it in for that inspection yearly. Virginia's like, we don't trust you. It's almost like your vehicle's on a payment plan with the state forever. On probably good news, I know in July they are coming up for a vote to get rid of this specific tax. But if they do it, I will be thoroughly impressed, because I know that Virginians tend to have Stockholm syndrome with their state. That's my only nuances, y'all. Y'all don't vote to make it better. You always make it worse. But anyway, guess what else? With the local municipalities, there's a 1% tax on stuff like this and stuff like that. That's your groceries. That's your hygiene items. You're legitimately taxed trying to stay alive and trying to stay clean. Let's not even talk about Newport News with the 7.5% tax on non-grocery foods. Like if you wanted to just stop by a restaurant, you're getting home late after work and you don't have time to cook, or you didn't meal prep because something didn't work out. You just want to go get a slice of pizza or a freaking pie for the family or whatever. 7.5% tax on that.
Mr. Dominion Power,
Bring your ass here. Get over here. Get over here, Dominion, Virginia Energy or Power or whatever the name of your service is. Listen, I don't know if I have to say allegedly on this, right? But they're like a monopoly. They run the show. I think once you get to the other side of Virginia, you don't really see them anymore, but they have the windmills going on. You use the windmill, it's more expensive than if you just use the regular, like, supposedly non-environmentally friendly portion of, it's like soda being cheaper than the coconut water, right? Should make it make sense. But anyway, I feel like they just print whatever number they want to print on your bill, and then that's it. Because they know that you can't negotiate. There's no way around. There's no other influences on the power. There's nobody else that you can go to. They hold the keys to your power bill, and there's nothing you can say about it. Now, I do know the state holds something. I never figured out how that worked. They won't allow them to like come down on a power bill. Something weird, right? The state does. But I have had really atrocious power bills dealing with Dominion Energy, and I cannot figure out how the heck it works. I could be gone for 2 weeks and not turn on the AC whatsoever, and come back to a $300 power bill, and the lights have been out. This guy just let his freaking dog run across the parking lot while a truck was backing in. Whatever, not my dog. Anyway, Dominion Energy, I haven't forgot about you. Legitimately, we'll come home to a $300 bill, and then you have another part is like, I could have a $200 bill the next month, and then they talk about how it's like peak energy. We're going to charge more for you using it during peak energy hours versus using it during non-peak energy hours. Like, how much more are you charging for peak energy versus non-peak energy? To where if I'm just home watching TV with my AC on, it can skyrocket, like bloom, to like $300. And then not to make it worse, you'll get these luxury apartments there, and you know the vent that's supposed to like suck in and recycle the air, it could lead directly to outside. You could look into your apartment from that vent, as opposed to it doing anything with the ventilation system whatsoever. And you'll lose out on heat and energy that way. An apartment complex will never pay for it. You bring it up, you can ring the bells, ring the alarms. You've been through this too long, right? And they will never, ever, ever do anything about it. You'll just be stuck with that high electric bill because you fell for the luxury apartment. Yes, I fell for the luxury apartment. I mean, hey, I can laugh about it now. I got the hell out. Also, don't get married to somebody and try to have a breakup in Virginia and have kids, right? I know a lot of people are not into the whole child support thing, and then you have the child custody. These are two different courts in Virginia, though. One is a child custody court, and the other one is a child support court. So you can have somebody that will fall behind on child support, then take you for custody, and then you can bring up the fact that they are not adhering to one established rule. So what can make you feel like they are going to adhere to the other established rule? And the courts don't want anything to hear about it. They don't do, well, this isn't part of this case. This is two separate deals. What sense does that even make to separate it when it's both dealing with the kid? I don't know. I'm trying to figure. All right, bear with me. I promise I'm almost done. This is my final point for why not to move to the Commonwealth of Virginia. Imagine you have one cousin and the entire family that's rich, and this one cousin tells everybody else in the family exactly how to live. Just cuz, right? Everybody else is way below the poverty line. And it's not like this one cousin is telling you how to get yourself to that cousin's level. It's telling you, that one cousin is telling you just your day-to-day life. Wake up at 8 o'clock. Now go brush your teeth at 8:45. Now you're done with that, go ahead and start making breakfast for everybody. Virginia has some of the highest poverty counts in certain areas within the country, but it also has the richest county in the United States, and that's Loudoun County. And Loudoun County pretty much runs the rest of Virginia. Crazy how that works, right? You've got Loudoun County, you've got pretty much Nova, which is Northern Virginia, and you have Richmond, and of course you have Portsmouth and Norfolk and you know, the Seven Cities area. areas, which tells everybody else in the state what to do. I mean, I know it's similar in, say, New York, where the city pretty much runs upstate, you know, but it's crazy in Virginia the way that works. This has been my top reasons why not to move to the Commonwealth state of Virginia. Look, Virginia's got some beautiful scenery. You've got the what is it, the Smokies and the Alleghenies or whatever, the start of the Alleghenies. You've got the Appalachians on one side, you've got beaches on the other. It's got some decent people, but the bureaucracy in the state of Virginia, that'll make you look like Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter had a child, and you'll look like that at about 22, 23 years old. It will age you. I have left. I have breathed the Texas air, and my stress levels have immediately went down. I'm no longer choosing what bills I can skip out on because it's so expensive and the pay ranges out there are so trash. But at this point, at least I'm paying bills. And maybe not always something extra, but I'm paying bills. That's what matters, at least right now. Would I recommend moving to Virginia? No, obviously not. That's what this whole video was about. Until they decide to get their stuff together. Right? Especially in certain parts and portions of Virginia, not just Loudoun, but Newport News. All the rest of them included in those 7 cities. Richmond. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you agree or you disagree, go ahead and tell me in the comment section. I look forward to hearing back from all of you. Outside of that, I hope you have a blessed and a wonderful and productive rest of your day. I'm out.
Dear God, it seems that life is an emotional strain. I try to get ahead and get pushed back again. I know that when we talk, it's not always in praise. It isn't mostly when I'm in trouble or I come to whine and complain. But there's giants on the horizon. I heard that David plays move stones in his hand. But for mine, I feel like I'm in a desert full of sand. Not a stone inside to even bring the fight. Like I'm using sand dunes to hide. Moving under cover of night, I need a mountain with a bush that burns bright. I need your voice to give direction clear and concise. We have enemies, where's the place? I need an arc to handle waves. I'm just tired, so much effort that I've placed. I see why my